MHD flasher. Let's get it on.
So shortly we were going to be doing the MHD Stage 1 for the 335 XDrive N55e application. This is supposed to give me another 35 horsepower, and it's bone stock, pretty much the car behind me. We'll see how it goes. I did a 30 to 80 rolling just test, just to see what it is, and recorded that on a closed course, of course. And then we're going to see what it looks like after it too. I might post those, but this is supposed to be a real easy guide for everybody to do it. I've not found too many easy guides on doing it. Maybe it's overly simplified, but it's kind of nice to watch these things and kind of figure out the right way to do it the first time, or if you run into any issues.
All right, so obviously I got to clean my engine bay, which in the spring in Vermont is definitely something you want to do. After going through a winter, it always seems to look like this. So this is your positive terminal right here. Windshield fluid obviously kind of gets you an idea of where you are. So this is where you're at. Negative post actually can come off right here. And I've got that fed down to a battery charger that is doing, actually, what do we got? We got it on. So we're doing 12 volt, 10 amp, which is going to be good. Keep this thing going. We're going to pull, you just heard that whine, probably that's the fuel pump. We're going to pull the fuse out so that doesn't keep running. As you know, these things keep pressurized fuel lines, and that's one way to do it. So we're going to yank that so it stops drawing from the battery, because you don't want to lose your battery through a coating session. Here's the fuse box that's behind the glove box. You have to take out a little panel. That little lonely fuse, that yellow one in the basically the center under the bank of four, is the one you're going to have to pull out. I was actually missing the fuse puller in the fuse box, so somebody put it somewhere and misplaced it. I was able to use a couple needle nose pliers and pull it right out. You can see it's one of the mini fuses and was easily done. Well, I purchased the incorrect adapter for this small touchscreen Android device, and this is what I need, and that's not what I got. So I'm gonna have to find out where I can get a new one, and this would basically do OBD2 to the Android itself. So Best Buy, here I come. All right, so we got the cable and we hooked it up. We were able to do it. We got into the computer. We got onto the Google Play, and none of the accounts were able to make a transaction work. So I checked out the help menu on the MHD app, and they said give Google a call and talk to them. Some people have had help with that. So I did that. I was on the phone for 22 minutes. We couldn't get it working. 3 different payment options, 2 different email addresses, and a partridge in a pear tree. They're gonna call me back later. It's about 2 hours, they said, to give me a call back. So we're gonna run over and get some groceries, because it takes that long to get groceries, and then we'll be back. We'll do the MHD install and we'll be on the road. So not only have we had issues with the Google Play payment piece, they said, I'll call you back in a couple hours from Google, and then we can work it out. So I decided to go get the groceries for the family, and then I come home. I'm driving home, almost home, and I got this to deal with. I mean, seriously, you can't even make this up. Now I gotta go move this by hand, because I think I can, actually, because it's not overly big. But come on, what is going on? And watch this. As soon as I move this and I get home, I got ice cream in the back. It's crazy. Everything's gonna be melting. All right, well, we got the tree. We got the tree pretty much moved. At least one car can get through at a time. So the Google Play purchasing options are still not working, which means we have done nothing to the car today. We have played around with Android software, and I've familiarized myself a little bit with that because I'm an OS guy. I have gotten a lot better at understanding the cabling system after I purchased the wrong one from Amazon. And luckily, as you saw in the video, Best Buy is a mere 40 minutes away, so I was able to drive up there and get that done. So then when I got back, yeah, still didn't work. And I haven't heard from Google yet on the payment options. Now remember, I've tried debit card, credit card, PayPal, 2 different email addresses, and no bueno. We're not having any of it. So it's a drag because I really wanted to see what this car would do. I really have heard great things about MHD software running in an E90 with an N55 motor. We'll get there, probably, and we'll do the stage 1, then hopefully stage 1 plus, then stage 2. I'm probably not gonna go stage 3. This car had 37,000 miles when I bought it, and it was a certified pre-owned BMW. I now have 100,000 miles on it. I have done pretty much nothing to it. I mean, just this required services, just a couple recalls here and there, and some aftermarket goodness here and there, but nothing performance enhancing for the engine. So this is kind of one of the first things to do after doing all the maintenance. Pretty mechanically inclined, but that's why I love these YouTube videos, because I almost feel as I could pop into a Cessna and fly it after watching a couple YouTube videos. Probably not the best idea, and probably couldn't do that, but it does help you really learn a lot. So that's great. That's my intent with this thing. Unfortunately, it wasn't going as easy as I thought. This was supposed to be a slam dunk, easy programming, coding video. We'll get there someday, but not today.
Hey, we just got a call back from Glenn. That's right, he called us back. It was Glenn who's been helping us out with the Google Play Store, Google Pay, whatever it might be. However, he was actually really helpful, really friendly. Still, we couldn't figure out the problem. He did assure me, though, that I'm not the only one affected by this problem. He did say that there's other people trying to make payments right now that can't, which makes me feel good inside that other people are suffering and experiencing stock vehicle status without any kind of upgrades. So we're gonna wait. He said wait 24 hours, try it again, see if it works then. 24 hours from now, I'm probably doing something totally different than this, but I'm gonna have to not do whatever that was, which was probably running, biking, or swimming, one of those things. So I'm gonna have to come back. We'll have to try it again, try to purchase it, try to install it, see what happens. This is supposed to be a 10-minute video and wicked easy stuff, but no. So at least you get to listen to all the fun that I get to go through, and your experience will be a heck of a lot better, I'm sure.